Hey everyone, AMR back again with another Rocket League video. So in this one, I'm going to talk about how to get better at double touches, especially like what worked for me. So if you haven't already, I'm going to go ahead and include this code in the link description, or I don't know, the video description, I guess. And it's called backboard therapy. It really is kind of backboard therapy. One of the biggest struggles that I had when I started out with double touches was the fact that I didn't necessarily understand how to like position my car and read the ball off the backboard. And essentially what I ended up doing was I continuously was doing drop shot, just trying to bang it up as hard as I could, go up, have it hit the ground, and then that was kind of working here and there. And then I started doing backboard therapy for roughly about 10 minutes a day. No more than that is really necessary. Just going up, trying to get a read right away, getting a nice little double touch like that. I mean, that's really gonna help you excel in this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over the 40 shots here and then hopefully get in the category of like roughly like 20-ish on the first try. I've gotten way better at double touches as time has gone on. When I first started out, I thought double touches were essentially just I thought it was all purely based on luck, and of course I backflip on this one, but I end up recovering. So that's like another thing with double touches. You don't have to be the first one up in order to get the double. Like this one's gonna be tough to double though. Oh my god. Yeah, so like it's all about like positioning your car. And one important thing to know about double touches is like, hold on one sec. One important thing to like know about double touches is if you can't double it, you should at least be hitting it towards the net so that way one of your teammates can follow it up. This one is such a bad double to go for, by the way, because it's very hard to come across the net like this, get in a position where like you have to be like so in control of your car in order to hit that. But again, like if you can't hit it in the net, you have to kind of make that assumption when you like for that one, for instance, I just would have to relay to my team like, hey, I'm missing. But you always want to be hitting it towards the net. So in case you miss, your teammates can come up and follow it up. And that is probably the biggest thing that I learned about double touches is like, just because I don't score every single double that I go up for does not necessarily mean that I need to, holy Christ, I got an eyelash, does not necessarily mean that the play is over by any means. You can definitely set your teammate up for a nice double touch as well. So not too bad so far. Getting a pretty good read on everything. Now, I do have another video out there on like how to air roll consistently in Rocket League. I'll have a link to it right here. I think that it helps out a ton to be able to air roll in the air. It just allows you to like adjust in real time with a lot more ease. I don't know if it's like completely necessary for like the beginners to try and do too much. I really think that less is more when it comes to Rocket League. You don't need to be doing everything that's super flashy. Sure, it looks awesome in clips and stuff, but Rocket League's one of those games that like you get really frustrated with because you're losing a lot. And so you have to have that trade-off. Like maybe you're just not good enough at that certain mechanic that is like the super flashy one. So you just need more time in training and stuff. And so it's kind of like a good trade-off. I've done a lot of air roll training though. So I pretty much go for an air roll shot every single time. I don't know if this is actually possible from this angle. Jesus, dude. Let me go for a nutty redirect. But yeah, you know, like double touches are like they were really popularized by Devo in RLCS. I think it was like season 2 or 3 maybe. But Devo is still in the RLCS scene. He's like really tall and lanky, but he kind of popularized the whole double touch. When the game was like first starting out for RLCS, I think it was like 2016, 2017 maybe. Oh my God. He was like, oh my god, Devo with the double touch, and like now it's just grand champ type shots, or even like I've seen it be done pretty consistently even at the diamond level. So yeah, it's kind of funny to see how far the game has gone since then. So another big thing that I like to think about when I go up for these double touches is get the read first and then backflip. No, get the read first and then jump. So like it's gonna be hard, but if you get the read first and then you're able to double jump, then you're able to set yourself up with a chance to not have to adjust as much in the air. And then lastly, you don't have to be boosting the whole time in the air. That is a crucial component of this. I like to just like sit there and float if possible. Floating in the air and adjusting is by and large a much better way to double touch. Okay, I just screwed up on that one pretty bad. Yeah, so I mean, one thing that I could definitely learn a lot from would be understanding how to get like more consistent power on some of these. Because now at my ranks, like they're starting to understand like, hey, this guy is probably gonna get a touch on it. Let's just go ahead and try and pre-jump it and just see what happens. This one's gonna be freaking impossible. I just have to like kind of pre-jump this one. I suck at these, so this one might take a little bit to get past. But at this rate, it's just like I'm not even gonna try. I would spend so much time in the video just trying to hit that one shot. But yeah, you know, like when I first started this pack out, it took me hour and a half to get through this whole entire pack, and that was just succeeding one time. Now I think if I was like to set a goal where I had to hit each shot 3 times, I could probably do it faster than it took me to do just that one time way back when. God, my shooting, for those of you that watch my gameplay, is by far the worst part of my gameplay. I am so much better at passing the ball because for whatever reason, I was not born with the gene to be able to put the ball on target a lot. That's not true. I put the ball on target quite a bit. It just does that every time, dude. Oh my God. It hits the freaking crossbar. Is that goal regulation size or what? Jeez. Ugh. Yeah, doubles are one of those things where it pays off to be too high and then have to adjust downward like that, for instance, rather than being too low and then have to make up with it with boost. If you're too high, then gravity will kind of take its effect and you don't necessarily have to keep boosting in those situations. Like right there, I was just floating. You don't have to boost if you're too high. If you're too low, you really have to boost the entire time that you are going for these shots. So my advice is to mix this in with your drop shot games. Drop shot, unfortunately, it's an extra mode. It takes a little longer to queue those games and you have those teammates and whatever. But if you go in with a specific thing that you're trying to work on that will help you in your main modes, I think you'll actually enjoy drop shot a little bit more. But yeah, like you should never like go into any type of game mode trying not to get better at one thing or another. I just found that drop shot worked for me. It could very well not work for you. Like hoops is a really another good one. Like I really like hoops, and I'm actually like probably GC in hoops, I want to say. I love that game mode so much, and it really helps with getting up into that double touch range and then just hitting it straight down, which is something that you really need to start getting good at, especially at the higher ranks. Like people start to like have these really tight angles that you need to be super precise and put it in a position where it'd be impossible for the goalie to try and save it. And hoops really helps with that. Drop shot helps with just like overall speed getting up and like trying to put the ball on target. Whereas hoops is more about like precision. Drop shot, I mean, you have the whole floor to work with, so you don't have to be as precise. I really hate this shot. I probably wouldn't even go for this in game. So that's why I hate some of these shots in this pack. Yeah! And you can see why. I mean, I have to probably go over here now. I don't know why there's not more RLCS tutorials on like people doing stuff like this. I think I could benefit quite a lot from watching Squishy do this for like an hour and a half. Dude, he has so much insight, and watching his one video, I'll try and like remember to leave a link in it, but he has this one video where he does the entire Rings by DMC upside down, so inverted. The guy's car control is unbelievable. I think he's got like 1,200-ish hours in the game, maybe more at this point, but yeah, it's kind of disgusting. All right, I need to focus here. Okay, one sec. My eyes have been really like dry today. I don't know what's up. But yeah, so imagine your car is like a paddle in the air and you are just trying to create a parallel like symmetry with that and the goal. And all you have to do at that point is just position your car in a way that will just be another wall in the game. You don't have to think of your car as like a floating object or anything like that. You just need to be like something that's just gonna go back and forth and just pat it back in. Your car is essentially just a controlled wall at this point. That was something that really helped me get over the hurdle of like, why is this so freaking hard? Oh, very close. And I am by no means an expert on double touches. I am just saying like, dude, I am a borderline GC1 player. I play this game way more than I probably should. And these are just some of the things that helped me out right away. So take with whatever I say with a grain of salt, but understand that things that work for me may or may not work for you. I'm surprised I didn't get a flip right there. But yeah, like I'm really happy that you're deciding to like sit here, watch my gameplay and stuff. But if you have something that would help you, that does help you with double touches that I don't necessarily cover in this tutorial here, I think it'd be really beneficial, not only for myself, but just like for others that come to the channel and look at the comments. They could maybe learn something from the both of us. This is definitely one of those things in the community that we'll all get better with in time. And as more people start to gain insight into their tips and tricks on how to do certain things that I thought I had the read there and I messed it up. Yeah. I hate this shot so much. It's like, why would I ever go for this? Some people are freaks and can hit this consistently. That would not be me. So I typically don't even go for this ball. Ooh, but I kind of want to now. Just kidding. Yeah, I've had someone ask me if this is like my, like, do I own all of the, whatever it's called, items on my car? And the answer is no. I just use Bacchus mod. I would love to have all these, and if someone wants to trade with me, it's cool. But I just really like the aesthetic of it. I can't believe I'm not hitting this ball, dude. And this will just like help you get fine-tuned with some of your skills. I highly recommend that if you're gonna go into a queuing of Comp 3, especially if you're gonna be solo queuing, go run this for 10 minutes. Run this training pack for 10 minutes, see if it helps, because I guarantee that you're gonna go up for a ball like this, you're gonna make it, and everyone's gonna go, holy shit, or you're gonna miss it, and someone's gonna go, okay, and then you're gonna wish that you did. So, like, I don't know. This has really helped with my corner reads as well. Like, that ball typically, like, I can tell this one's just bounce straight. But there's some where it's like on that fringe, and before doing this training pack, I was like, I have no idea if this ball is gonna bounce out, in, whatever. There is kind of like a little bit of a line on that wall. And you probably can't see it, but on my screen, it's definitely more defined. And if the ball hits that, I know that for sure it's gonna bounce out. Whereas before, I had no idea. I was guessing pretty much. So I only have 2 more shots left. Let me go ahead and leave you with some more comments here. Fast aerialing up in the air is definitely the way to go. And then just doing some type of a feathering on your boost once you're up in the air will help you out a tremendous amount. If in the beginning you're struggling to even get any type of a touch on the ball, try and do like that less is more approach. Stop the air rolling. Just go like this. Just try and get a touch. And then once you do that, try and incorporate some air rolling. Try and incorporate, you know, whatever that might work for you. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you found this super instructive, and please let me know down below if you thought that I was missing out on something. I'm really trying to get some of these like more well-known mechanics out there for people that are picking up the game to accelerate their progression, as well as some people that might be just like stuck at their ranks. But as always, if you like today's content, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!